Hey guys, welcome to another great episode of the Anime Breakdown Show. I'm your host vxKingPinxv, and today we're going to jump right into it. Today was a great manga chapter. It was 581, Everyone's Leaf. We learned a lot in this chapter. We got a little background, little character development with Kabuto, and we got some mysterious things going on, and we got something new and exciting ability. Yes, we don't get this every day, so we're going to come right into it. It starts off with basically this is Kabuto's moment to shine, and he's expressing his feelings, all this good stuff, and he's basically trying to convince, let me see him kind of looking through it, trying to convince Sasuke Uchiha to join him. He's basically saying, you already know the truth, all this good stuff. He says it sounds like you're suspicious of Itachi, just all this stuff. And now you want to destroy the leaf because it made your brother suffer. And this is what makes you an avenger now. You're going to take down the hidden, village in the leaves and all this good stuff. And he's basically telling his story, why you should join me, why me and you are more like brethren than your dead brother who's just some wooden doll who's useless to you now. He's dead. And he kind of goes into this story about when he was adopted, right? They kind of taught him medical ninjutsu. They decided to utilize him so he could trick the enemy into believing he was a good person, and he knows medical practices, and he knows medical practice, so we could trust him, so he can infiltrate the enemy and be a spy, so he can gather intel, bring it back to the hidden village in the leaves, and share what he's learned. And he continuously do this, I'm assuming, for years. Now we all know Kabuto was a little young, so I'm not sure how much he was doing in the past. This is something that is totally new. Kishimoto has never mentioned this before, and this was also a very confusing. Now I don't know if everybody remember this. Now I've watched it several times. They never hint to this in the past. If you remember in the Chunin exams, the third Hokage, which is an old man who knew a lot of the village history. He lived through a lot of the village history, okay? He was there doing the second Hokage's venture. He was there doing the fourth Hokage's venture before Naruto's dad died. And then he assumed responsibility. And at the point of where Kabuto betrayed the village, he was around there too when Orochimaru attacked, okay? Now I'm bringing all these points up because Kishi threw this story in there. And what I mean by he threw the story in there, remember at the Chunin exams, the third Hokage didn't know who he was. He knew he was a medical leaf ninja, and he was like, why is he here? And they were like, this is the 6th or 7th time he's failed the Chunin exams. And he was like, I gotta keep an eye on him. Now, he didn't make any assumption that he might have been a spy for the leaf. And why didn't he know he wasn't a spy for the leaf? There was never no mention that Danzo, he worked as an Anbu Black Ops or the Root or whatever you want to call it. There was never any indication that he was anything important other than just being a medical leaf ninja. Now comes out that he's a spy now. I don't like that. That was thrown in there. If you guys don't think I'm right, prove me wrong. I feel like they were just trying to develop his character, why he was so evil, trying to give us reasons why he turned out the way he turned out. But there's never been any indication that he would turn out this way, other than the fact that Orochimaru got him in his clutches and, tormented with his mind. And, he says basically, I was lying so much and I didn't know who I was, blah, 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 blah. And the village couldn't trust me anymore, so they stopped sending me on missions. So Orochimaru, I'm assuming, picked up on this weakness that he had and decided, I can cultivate this young man into becoming my bitch. Whatever you want to call it. So I feel like Kishimoto threw this in there. But of course, as fans, we're going to swallow it. But there's never been any indication that he was important other than Orochimaru. He was working with Orochimaru. Now he was a spy for the village, and he was trained by other shinobi as a medical ninja, so he can infiltrate other villages and be a spy and gather intel. That's never been mentioned before. This is totally new and brand new. If it has been, please leave a comment below. Tell me the chapter. Give me the episode, and I'll go back and watch it today. Don't leave a message about your thoughts unless you can reference a chapter, a specific episode or whatever, because I'm not going to even pay attention to it, just to let you know. But moving forward, let me see here. It was, then they had a flashback. So I guess after all this was going on, Sasuke has a flashback. Basically, this flashback consisted of Sasuke. He was at a tea house with Toby, and they're having tea or lunch or whatever, I don't know, it doesn't matter, where they're sitting around the table and they're over listening to some Leaf Shinobi discuss the death of Itachi. And they're like, they're talking about Itachi dying, that he deserved to die, he was one of the worst criminals. And then he was also talked about Sasuke killing his own brother, and he was one of the most atrocious villains in the village of the history. And he's like, oh man, they didn't understand the sacrifices my brother did for them. So he's all pissed off, and he's got a shotgun out, and he's ready to use the Uchiha power. And Toby's like, it's crowded, calm down, you're being childish. He didn't say that, but I'm throwing that in there. And he's all upset, and he's doing what he normally does. He's panicking, he's all irritated, he's all mad, and he's ready to kill the village people, like the village hitting and leaves guys, because they're being disrespecting to his brother's sacrifices for them. And this is what Itachi wanted. He knew this was going to happen. He went down as one of the greatest shinobi of the village hidden in the leaves, but he also went down as scum. He also went down as a dirtbag, and he knew this was going to happen. And the immaturity of Sasuke, he doesn't understand that. He's never understood that. I mean, he was just, he's always been a whiny little brat. He's always been that, my brother, blah, 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 but you still gotta love him. He's still a tight, badass ninja. And now he's like, my crushing of the leaf is just mine. Like, I just want to crush the leaf. And Kabuto's still trying to convince him. That's when he decides to share his story about his past and why they should join forces. And then finally, Itachi says, Sasuke, don't listen to him. Sasuke, don't listen. In other words, he can lie better than I can. He's just, Itachi's still trying to do right by his brother. He still loves his brother, obviously, and he wants his brother to not focus so much on the negative and hopefully learn something after this battle. We don't know if Sasuke is going to run off and try to kill the Hidden Leaf village after this. I'm assuming he would have to be an idiot after learning what he's learning that his brother's wishes are totally against that, learning that whether he does it, it's in vain because that's not what his brother wanted ever. It kind of makes him an idiot. So hopefully, this dies off at the end. If they keep this going, I don't see myself understanding that at all. It's just, it goes on and on and on. And basically he's saying, let's go ahead and defeat him. Let's take him down together. Then I'll tell you what's going on. And he's like, I have the Edo Tensei that everybody thinks is the beast. If Kabuto was such a beast ninja, he wouldn't be standing behind the power of the Edo Tensei, basically saying, if you kill me, it still goes on, so you need to figure out another way to kill me. It's kind of, I don't know, he's a snake in the grass. He's just not that powerful, and he's going to hide behind this other ability. And then they discuss the Izanagi, and he's like, yeah, I fought Danzo when he was using the Izanagi, and you know, he's like, wow, you lived through that? I can't believe that. Wow, that shows you have skills. And he's like, if you use that power, one of your eyes closes, this, that, and the other. And he's like, there's a new ability. And it's not the Zangi. And he's like, it's called the Izami. It's IZANAME. So I'm gonna have like a little clip in there, show you guys what that is. And I was like, okay, they come up with this new Uchiha ability, latest and greatest. I don't think we've discussed this before. If we have, please leave me links. Please tell me where I can go read this. I'm gonna go to wiki site and just see. I'm gonna go to another leafninja.com, I think, that I use, and try to see more about this ability, try to learn as much as I can learn, see what this trump card he has. But I'm assuming it's something new that we've never seen before. I don't remember it. And then he's like, Sasuke, stay behind me, stay close to me. And then he's like, the Kin, K-I-N, the Kinjutsu has already been released. So he's already, I guess while he was sitting there, he was gathering the strength, gathering the power, the ability to use this while Kabuto was having his moment, his character development moment to shine. And Tachi is going to unleash the force. So we're going to really see what's going to go on in this next chapter. This really set the stage for the next chapter. So we hope you guys enjoyed it. We hope you guys liked it. It's going to be really good. I think, you know, all we got right now are the manga chapters. Because we have fillers for Naruto starting tomorrow. So I hope you guys comment. I hope you guys rate. Hope you guys subscribe. Give this a thumbs up if you guys like this video. It helps me out a lot to get it out there. Please favorite the video if you don't mind. But if, you know, as always, rate, comment, and subscribe. And peace. Thank you for coming by.